Okay, I just wanted to come on here and tell this to y'all. Prepare for war. Okay, prepare for war. I have already told you guys that war is coming. We're already living in war, but something is coming that's going to turn this world upside down. Okay, but prepare for war. Okay, prepare for war.
If you don't think it's gonna be war in America, bro, you a damn fool. I'm looking, I'm on TikTok. I just saw ICE pepper spraying the Chicago PD. Damn, y'all pepper spraying. Man, they tear gassing on folks and everything. And Donald Trump already said use Chicago and these big states as fucking training guard for the, training shit for the National Guard, bro. It's gonna be war in America. Y'all better get y'all family. Y'all better get, whoever, friends, whoever, start preparing. Get canned goods, save money, silver, gold, whatever the fuck y'all can do. And learn how to garden, learn about homesteading, bro. I got this book. This book has taught me so much shit, bro. If y'all don't know this shit and, power going out or, the grocery stores getting, everybody running into the grocery stores and it ain't shit you can do. Learn to prepare. This shit has taught me a lot. I got a few shit right here. I got a few stuff. These just flowers and rosemary and basil and stuff like that. It ain't just something no more. So everything really just, leaving. But I got my lemon bushes. I got lemon on top of lemon on top of lemon, bro. I got blueberries. All these blueberries, these bushes. What is it? Right here. And going down. I got blueberries. Man, I got all type of shit, man. I got my big apple tree. Probably like 3 years old. Apple tree. I got about 2 apple trees, 2 peaches, 3 plum trees. Man, y'all better prepare, man. I got grapevines, everything. And I've been preparing since last year. I knew this shit since last year. Learn how to homestead, take care of chickens, and creating your own, growing herbs and all that shit. Because this shit finna get crazy. And it's gonna be war in America, not even just with the government, with each other, because when we start losing the resources, we're gonna start taking each other shit. So, man, y'all get to this shit, man, because this shit finna get serious and it's finna get scary, I promise. Man, peace.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Wakwakwidash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakaw coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, you saw this. You saw this thing where these people are saying that there's going to be wars and stuff like that, and this is nothing new. All right, this is really nothing new. And the thing about this is that people, the funny thing is that I've heard certain people basically say, or people that are in the world basically get afraid and say, oh, there's gonna be war, there's gonna be this, there's gonna be that, whatever, and stuff like that. You need to get ready, when the funny thing about that is just I've already known that. I've already been basically making lessons on that type of stuff already for the longest time, for I don't know how long. And it's just kind of funny to me that they're just now kind of like understanding, they're just now being aware of that type of stuff. All right, so it's just something that I kind of thought was funny, which actually, let me get this. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, so basically, when the signs of heaven happen, when there are wars and rumors of wars, which actually, let's get that here. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So basically, we're going to be hearing of potential wars happening. And this is what's going to lead us to, okay, well, this is basically the end. This is when Yahawah when Yahawashi is going to come back. This is when Yahweh's going to, put an end to Esau's rule. All right. So for stuff like that, it's lucky in my head. Anyway, for stuff like that, this is what we're looking out for. This is what we are, kind of being familiarized. We're trying to familiarize ourselves. I think it's the word, with all these different signs in how we study and whatnot, and we get used to everything and whatnot. Where we're seeing all this stuff. We're being aware that the wars are happening. America and Russia and all these different things, and these are the signs that we're observing to inform us to know that Yahawashi is almost there. But the thing about that is how most people, they don't really know that. They don't really care, or they're not really they don't care to be informed about that. All right, so hence stuff like this, where the few people that are informed, but they're not following after YAHAWAH, as a result of that, you're going to get people like this. There was also this other woman that was like, this Eve was basically, she had made not a lesson, a video, all right, where she was basically publicizing and announcing to the whole world, for some odd reason, hey everybody, look at my freaking basement filled with food, my basement filled with all this stuff and whatnot. We are good, quote unquote, we are good whenever all hell breaks loose. And then it's like, are you not realizing that as soon as someone sees you out in public and they see that thing, they can just, especially maybe not now, but when trouble happens, what all they have to do is, let me go just kill this person, because I saw their face and I know that this person has stuff. So then that stuff that they hoarded and they collected, that stuff is mine now. All right. So it was unwise for her to have publicized that. All right. And as a result of that, these are the things that you are putting yourself through, because it's just like you're showing your full hand. You're showing your hand rather than just keeping your stuff protected and hidden. All right. And as a result of that, I blame that in this bullshit ass society of, let me announce everything that I want to do. Let me do this, or let me Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. Facebook announce this because I want some fame and whatnot. Well, you're not very smart. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Luke chapter 12 verse. Let's actually go into this. Luke chapter 12 verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, think will I do, this will I do, Slakia. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? Basically, he did all that preparation for it to not matter at the end of the day, because the Lord just killed him before he got to enjoy it. All right, and that's the thing that we take issue, or that's the thing where, not necessarily we take issue with, that's the thing where as soon as you are dedicating yourself to, I want to do this carnal, I want to be carnal, I want to have money, I want to have this, that, and whatnot, then you are, let me actually get this. In Matthew chapter 6 verse 19, lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Basically, you are showing that, okay, well, your heart is in the world. Your heart is not with YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI. So as a result of that, you're just like, okay, well, you are more worried about building carnally rather than building spiritually. And as a result of that, then that's when it's like, okay, well, you're not going to be rich towards YAHAWAH, so then your life is, you're going to, okay, let me get this as well, because that's another precept. It's I think it's Proverbs 3. Proverbs 13, not 3, Slakia. Proverbs 13 verse 7. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches. Okay, so you are trying to make yourself rich carnally, but you're not going to have anything in terms of stuff, things where in terms of the area where it matters, which is YAHAWAH. So the flip side of that is, if you are making yourself poor, quote unquote poor, but you're actually building in the spirit, and that's when, okay, you're going to have great riches, which is in the kingdom of heaven, okay, where the Lord's going to bless you with so much more than you could ever imagine, you could ever fathom. All right, so as a result of that, let's continue on. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Basically, the thing here is, with YAHAWAH, the Lord's going to, in terms of when there's, issues and stuff like that, the Lord's going to make it so that these different people are going to be like, oh, well, I'm sick and tired of poverty. All right, so I'm just going to go and run up in other people's houses and just take their stuff, rather than trying to go do this, then go accumulate wealth. Because there's going to come a time when no one's going to, especially with the MLTB, there's going to come a time when either things are going to be so expensive that no one can buy even a slice of bread. People are just going to go stealing and whatnot instead. All right, because it's just like, okay, well, this is not sustainable. All right, so continuing on, basically invading one another, thinking that, okay, well, I'm just gonna go up in someone else's house and do whatever I want. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 27. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Basically, main thing here is the spirit of man is the candle of the Lord. Basically, the Lord can easily take away, and that's what we saw, basically what we saw in Luke chapter 12 verse 20. It says, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee, then who shall those things be which I was provided? And then over here in Proverbs 20:27, the spirit of the man is the candle of the Lord. Basically, the Lord is able to blow out our candles, blow out our spirit, blow out our lives just as easily as blowing out a candle. All right, so this is why it's very important to strive to please YAHAWAH. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31, Slakia. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living power. Okay, so that was something that I wanted to go over, which there's definitely going to be war, and we see this. You see these people making all these different preparations and stuff like that, but all this preparation doesn't help us in any way because, oh, guess what? At the end of the day, the Lord, if the Lord isn't pleased with the decision that we're making, then okay, the Lord's just gonna take our lives. Just an example of that is people made a joke about this, but it was what's his name? I think Rick Ross or something like that. He said he has an underground bunker. He's gonna be good, but people were saying that he's gonna. Ironically, the funny thing about it was how regular people were saying, oh, he's gonna die as soon as he's gonna die of a heart attack before he even gets to use it. That was basically what people were joking around saying, and this is on a carnal scale. All right, so with that, I pray this was edifying. I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, with double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bod and Shalom.